What is up, YouTube? How are y'all doing? I am back in my office. As everybody knows by now, Trump has won. Trump has won president. Now, I really like this guy. This guy is from Canadian. He's from Canada. He's from Canadian. I don't supposed to be doing this. I mentioned in one of my podcasts that I don't vote. I choose to exercise my right. The choice, you have a choice to vote, and I choose to not vote. I don't agree with the whole system. I don't agree with it. So he made some points, and he said that they're purple. What does that mean? That means that you're not biased either way. Well, I guess he's from Canada, so anyway, take a listen to what he says, and I'm like, damn, good point. This is me doing my research on Puffy, and I really like this guy because he go deep and he covers a lot of things that's not covered in the news media and everything. So I'm going to go ahead and let this bad boy run. Y'all hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. So here we go.
Today,
check this out
on the Trent Out Loud podcast.
Trent Out Loud.
While everyone's talking about Donald Trump, Cassie's lawyer is coming for Diddy's neck.
Oh, I forgot to say, y'all go to the Trent Out Loud YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button, go tell them that the Music Recording Network sent you here, and all that good stuff, man. He's doing a great job. This guy right here he's the bomb.
50 Cent is getting major back.
Here we go.
While everyone's talking about Donald Trump, Cassie's lawyer is coming for Diddy's neck. 50 Cent is getting major backlash for his reaction to the Donald Trump win. Wow. Diddy's son needs to stay offline. It's getting ridiculous now. People are saying,
why is your dad is in jail, dude. You are in trouble too. You need to stay offline, man. I feel the same way.
Donald Trump might give Diddy a pardon. What up? It's Trent Out Loud, and I'm back with another episode. All right, it's Thursday morning, my second favorite day of the week. Why? Because Friday is one day away. All right, you guys, I got a great show set up for you guys. Of course, everybody is talking about the presidential election, Kamala Harris, Donald Trump. We have some updates and things that they're not talking about on mainstream media. We have some Diddy news for you. Cassie's lawyer is coming for Diddy. Everybody wants to know, did Diddy vote? We have all that for you. Of course, we also have question of the day, and we're going to close out the show as we always do.
I never thought of that. Did Diddy vote? He's in jail. You can vote while you're in jail? I don't vote, so I don't know. I don't know that. I'm learning so I can bring y'all, bring you guys I'm going to bring y'all the real, man. No matter what, it's going to be straight up real.
With a little bit of sports news. Y'all know what time it is. Turn your TVs, your radio, or your devices up.
While you're in jail?
Start this show. Let's go.
Should he be, well, he haven't been proven guilty yet. I like the law. I don't like this voting thing, but I guess he can vote because they holding him. He's being detained. He's being detained for real. They holding him because, dude, I don't know, man. If you're being detained before your trial, I don't think you should be able to vote. That's just my opinion. So, and anyway, here we go.
Donald Trump becomes the oldest elected president of the United States, first convicted criminal, and the first twice impeached to hold office. All right, mainstream media is still talking about Donald Trump, Kamala Harris, the election. What we've tried to do, what we are going to try to do at the...
One more time. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, man. Wait a minute. One more time for real.
Impeached to hold.
Impeached. He was impeached twice. And
Donald Trump becomes the oldest elected president of the United States, first convicted criminal, and the first twice impeached to hold office.
He was a convicted criminal. And people want to know why I don't vote. I don't understand this. It's not that, okay, he was convicted or he was impeached or whatever, the crimes or whatever it is. But I thought the law stated that you can't even vote, or if you can't even get a job to support yourself if you're a convicted felon or something like that. You know, I'm allergic to jail, so I don't know none of that stuff. So anyway, let's just keep going.
All right, mainstream media is still talking about Donald Trump, Kamala Harris, the election. What we've tried to do, what we are going to try to do at the Trying Out Loud podcast is trying to gather up bits and pieces of things that they're not talking about on mainstream media. And this headline is one of the first things that a lot of people are not talking about. Love Donald Trump or hate him, he is breaking a lot of the molds out there. He is the oldest president, which Donald Trump, when he was running, says that Biden is too old. He has cognitive decline. Now Donald Trump becomes the oldest. He's also the first convicted criminal. Again, like him or not, he was convicted by a jury of his peers, not by anybody else. And then also he was also twice impeached, which is
right. See, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm thinking. I'm not for him. I'm not against him. But the fact is, he's a convicted. He was found guilty as a criminal. Now, I'm not saying that, man. Yeah. See, first of all, he was in a court, young, and they found him guilty. That's all I gotta say. I'm not saying that they misled. Somebody gotta drive this thing, man. Somebody got to drive this country. Something got to drive it. Y'all put laws in place, and then all of a sudden, you're going to let the little kid drive or something. Yeah, he can drive. I'm drunk over here. That's crazy, man.
It's not really.
That's what my uncle did. He got drunk, let me drive the car. I ain't have a license. I think I was 13, 14 years old. Oops. Hope Mom, don't listen to this part, Mom.
That's important because that is political. The impeachment happens politically, but a lot of people are not talking about that. But of course, you know me, I always try to get things that are not talking about on mainstream media and bring it to you guys here. What do you guys think about that? He is a convicted criminal. Does that change your mind? Obviously, it doesn't really change a lot of his supporters. And not only did he win the electoral vote, he won the popular vote. And I feel like this is getting suppressed. So let me know, send me emails, comment below. Did you guys forget about this, or does this not matter? Because like what everybody's saying, it's really about
apparently don't matter. It don't matter.
All right, I'll read a quick article. In a shocking turn of events, Donald Trump has secured the presidency, breaking records as the oldest person, the first convicted criminal, and twice impeached individual to assume the nation's highest office. Trump's victory marks a significant shift in American politics, sparking concern about the implications of his conviction and impeachment history on his presidency. Trump's campaign successfully navigated controversy surrounding his business fraud conviction in May, with the former president found guilty on 34 felony counts. Despite this, Trump remains eligible to hold office, as the Constitution does not explicitly bar individuals with felony convictions to serve as president. I talked about this yesterday on episode 369. You could be in jail. Forget about convictions. You could be in jail and still run for president and still be the sitting president of the United States. This unprecedented outcome raised questions.
Is that facts? I mean, I believe my man. So you mean to tell me that you can be in jail? See what I'm saying? I don't understand how this system works. No, I understand how it should work. See what I'm saying? I understand how the system should work. I don't understand why it's working the way these people got it working. I'm just living my life, man.
Questions about Trump's ability to serve effectively, giving his pending sentence on November the 26th and potential appeals process. Moreover, Trump's impeachment history, having been impeached twice by the House of Representatives, adding to the complexity surrounding his presidency. Again, like I said, a lot of people are not really talking about this. I saw one thing somewhere that I think one of the cases they're going to be dropped. I think the guy's name is Jim Smith. I think the guy who's bringing the case around him for the January 6th. So we'll see what happens with that. I think most of the cases will just get dropped. Nobody wants to see the president of the United States on trial or in jail. Fani Willis has been reelected. She is the DA in Georgia, and we'll see what happens with her. Her case against Trump is a state case, so we'll see what happens. I think it's probably just going to get all dropped, but like I said, I wanted to jump on here. I know I have Kamala.
So if you're the president of the United States and you have a case, or maybe you have a case, but now you become the president, nobody want to see the president in jail, so they're going to drop the case. But he did it. Or you know, I'm not saying that Trump is guilty. What I'm saying is we don't know because there's no trial because he's the president. Then so the president can commit a crime, or he's not the president. A person can commit a crime and then win the presidency, and then all charges will be dropped. That's what I'm hearing. So people want to know why. They want to know why I don't participate.
Harris supporters, Donald Trump supporters, this is a purple podcast. Battleground. Let me know.
He said this is a
below.
purple. I'm sorry, I should have rewind.
I said I wanted to jump on here. I know I have Kamala Harris supporters, Donald Trump supporters. This is a purple podcast.
Purple podcast.
Battleground. Let me know. Sound off below. Did people forget about this? Did people just not care? And was it really just about the economy? All right. So we have a couple other things. Again, I don't feel like, of course, American media is not going to cover, and most media is not going to cover the effects or what people are saying from around the world. As me being Canadian, I wanted to give you guys context of what our prime minister and one of the leaders of the NDP party is saying. All right. So Justin Trudeau, our president, we don't call him presidents here in Canada, we call him prime ministers. So Justin Trudeau congratulates Donald Trump on his victory. He tweeted out and said, "Congratulations to Donald Trump on being elected president of the United States. The friendship between Canada and the U.S. is the envy of the world. I know President Trump and I will work together to create more opportunities, prosperity, and security for both of our nations." So that seems positive. He has worked with Donald Trump in the past. He was prime minister when Donald Trump was in office. Justin Trudeau is very liberal. For those of you who don't know, he a lot of the times gets dragged on Joe Rogan, Elon Musk. So for those of you who don't know, he's very, very liberal, like Bernie Sanders, or even further than Bernie. So we'll see what happens. Trump is on a path right now to be very American. I do have a story about what this means for the Canadian economy, but let's go next to 𝗟𝗓𝗡𝗞𝗦 Singh and what he said about Trump winning. 𝗟𝗓𝗡𝗞𝗦 Singh speaks out about President Trump winning. Here is a video. Take a listen.
I know that the results of Trump's election is going to have serious impacts on Canadians. So we need to come together, all parties, all leaders.
All right. So like I said, he is he works with Trudeau. He's a member of parliament, and he is the leader of the NDP, the New Democratic Party here in Canada. Again, also very liberal. And like he said, Canadians are worried. 77% of our export goes to the U.S. If Trump puts a tariff on Canadian export, that will not be good for the Canadian economy, which leads me to my economic review, the Canadian economic review. All right.
Okay.
Donald Trump's victory sparks concerns over rippling effects on the Canadian economy. Some Canadian business leaders have expressed worry over Donald Trump's promise to introduce a universal 10% tariff on all American imports. A Canadian Chamber of Commerce reports suggest that tariffs would shrink the Canadian economy, resulting in around $30 billion per year in economic costs. American economists have warned Donald Trump's plan could cause inflation and a possible recession, which could have rippling effects in Canada. More than 77% of Canadian exports go to the U.S. The Toronto Region Board of Trade says that since the Canada-US-Mexico agreement came into effect in 2020, trades between Canada and the US have surged by 46%. That deal is up for renew in 2026. So that will be 1 year into Donald Trump's presidency. So that is reaction from Canadian government leaders, and that is the reaction on the Canadian economy. Just wanted to share that. I know most of my viewers are American. All right, so let's go over now and just go over some celebrity reaction. We know there was a lot more celebrities endorsing Kamala Harris, and I just wanted to just go over some of their reactions right now.
Wow.
LeBron James said, "Heavy on my heart and mind this AM, my princess. Promise to protect you with everything I have and more. We don't need their help." And he has a picture, him holding his daughter. One of the reasons why this is that when LeBron James put out his support for Kamala Harris, he said, "Because I have a daughter, I'm thinking about her reproductive rights, etc., etc. And for women out there, and this is why I'm supporting Kamala Harris." So Kamala Harris. So that is LeBron James's reaction. 50 Cent is.
I think that is a very weak reason to support one party. It's everybody's talking about the abortion rights, and I mean, that's a good point. It's a good point, but I don't think that's,
is getting a lot of backlash for his reaction. But Mark Zuckerberg said, congratulations to, I'm going to get to 50 Cent. I just want to save him for last. Mark Zuckerberg said, congratulations to the President Donald Trump on a decisive victory. We have a great opportunity ahead of us for this country. Looking forward to working with you and your administration. Jeff Bezos, who had a lot of controversy because he owns the Washington Post, and he didn't let the Washington Post endorse Kamala Harris. So Kamala Harris, because I hear so much different pronunciation, I get so confused. Her name is Kamala Harris. Jeez. Anyways, Jeff Bezos
me too.
Put this out.
I get so confused.
Big congratulations to our 45th and now 47th president on an extraordinary political comeback and decisive victory. No nation has a bigger opportunity. Wishing the real Donald Trump, because that's his Twitter, wishing Donald Trump all the success in leading and uniting America we all love. And lastly, before 50 Cent, Mark Cuban said, congratulations to Donald Trump. You won fair and square. And he also said, congratulations to Elon Musk as well. We all know Elon Musk was the billionaire who was backing Trump. And Mark Cuban was backing Kamala Harris. So that's why he said congrats to Elon Musk. I'm sure with the tax breaks that Mark Cuban is going to get, he's really not that mad. Finally,
that's my point I'm making, man. It's almost like, what difference does it make who's president, especially on a small level like where I'm at? If you are on a small level, you got a job and this, that, and the third. To me, it don't make a difference. You still got to get up and go to work Monday through Friday, and you got 2 days off. I would start voting when you can work 4 days and you off 3 days. Your days all should be Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. That's just me.
Celeb who's getting the biggest backlash is 50 Cent. 50 Cent put out on his Instagram yesterday, he said, I don't care how the fight goes. I'm leaving with the winner. I still don't know what's going on. Congratulations. So the reason why 50 is getting so much backlash is he did say in a couple of interviews that he doesn't like to talk about politics. He did say that. But he said that Donald Trump offered him $3 million to perform at one of his conventions, and he turned it down. But if you're not going to talk about politics and you're going to turn down Donald Trump's money, don't put a picture of you on your Instagram standing beside him shaking his hand. Oh, I forgot to say that for those who can't see it. Along with the post, he put a picture of him shaking Donald Trump's hand and kind of like putting his arm around him, like their faces were close together. So I think that's where it's like, oh, all of a sudden now you're into politics and you're like, I'm leaving here with the winner. I think that's why he's getting a lot of his backlash. I think he should have just more stayed out of it. But it looks like now where he's like, yeah, I was kind of really like backing him, where it's like, really? How come you didn't want to perform with him before? How come you didn't want to come out and back him? But now you are. So you guys decide of everything that I just said, the celeb reactions. Let me know what you thought about LeBron. Let me know what you think about 50 Cent. Let me know what you think overall about this whole election process. Canadians, I know I have a lot of UK viewers, Americans, sound off. Do you think this, now that it's finally over, we could stop talking about it, stop talking about our differences and unite the country? Donald Trump is going to be the president. JD Vance is going to be the vice president. They have won the Senate. I don't know about the House yet, if it's been called, but it looks like, if they do get the House, it looks like they have a blank check to do whatever they want, like how Barack Obama had when he first got elected in 2008, where they had the House, the Senate, and the presidency. What will Donald Trump do? He did say yesterday already that first day on the job, massive deportation. What do you think is going to happen? How are you feeling? Let me know in the comment section below. All right, in our second lead story, Cassie's lawyer slams Diddy's gag order request.
I'm sorry, y'all. She is so beautiful, man. Every time I see her, I'm going to say that. She is such a pretty woman, to the point that shame on you, Puffy, beating on that girl and stuff.
His previous statements from his family and attorney. Okay, before the lead story, Cassie's lawyer slams Diddy's gag order request, references previous statements from his family and attorney. Okay, before I read you this article, just want to give you some context. Yesterday, episode 369, I told you guys about Courtney Bergs, who was the latest to come out and talk about Kim Porter's books, the hard drive, the tapes, celebrities, etc. And Diddy's lawyer came out and said, hey, we want to put a gag order on the media. We want to put a gag order on everybody. We don't want anybody to be able to talk about Diddy. That's Diddy's lawyers, okay? Today now,
which is
Cassie's
dumb.
lawyer is coming and attacking Diddy and his lawyer and was like, oh, you want a gag order? Well, if you want a gag order, you shouldn't be talking in the media either, you and your family. So listen to what he is saying. Sean Diddy Combs wants the courts to issue a gag order on his case, but Cassie's lawyer is filing a motion against it, okay? This is a major development. If whoever wins this section of the court is going to have a huge advantage, all right? So this is really big.
See, these are the things that you don't get on research, on the he say, she say, on the clickbait. I can't stand clickbait. I had to understand what clickbait was, and now that I clearly know what it is, because I've been clicking on a lot of stuff that was bait. So we don't like clickbait anyway, because I don't like it. I don't like it done to me, so I'm not going to do it to you all, I hope. Anyway, now I forgot what I was going to say.
Against it, okay? This is a major development. If whoever wins this...
this is how you get good information, because other people can research way better than me.
Section of the court is going to have a huge advantage, all right? So this is really big. According to reports, Cassie's lawyer is arguing that Diddy shouldn't be allowed to silence anybody making claims against him while his own family and attorney speak openly about the case. Cassie's lawyer repeatedly cited Diddy's son Quincy's Instagram post in which he called the accusations that were made against his dad devastating to his family and promised that the truth shall prevail. Cassie's lawyer additionally cited statements made by Diddy's mom, who called the case a public lynching and a narrative created of lies, as well as Diddy's own lawyer, who alleged that the case is racially motivated. Cassie's lawyer went on further and said that Diddy's legal team is unfairly attempting to mismanage the statements and alleged victims while leaving his own supporters free to make public statements. Mr. Combs, his family, and his agent's statement alone undermines the legitimacy of the relief he is now requesting and is yet another bias for denying the request for a gag order. It has not been reported what the judge's decision has been made at this time.
Okay. My opinion, dude, you got to do it just like you vote. You vote for a president, the majority rules. The majority rules. You vote for a president the same way. Apparently, it don't make a difference if the president was in jail, apparently, because the people spoke and they voted for him. So when it comes down to this case about Puffy, the majority rules. You got 120 people that have came forward. See, now, that you can't do it like that, because then I would have came forward. I don't like Puffy, so I'm gonna come forward and say that. No. You got your lawyers. You got documentation. You got some type of proof. I was there. Was you there? We had to make sure all this stuff is right. I ain't saying just anybody like me. I had baby oil squirted on me once by one of my girlfriends. Puffy was in the room. No, that ain't gonna work. That mess ain't gonna work. But what I'm saying is, you done confiscated all these tapes and nobody is hardly talking about those guns. Nobody's talking about the guns with the serial numbers cut out, scrapped out. See, if I was president, no. If you got a gun and you went through the proper, but if you have a gun in your possession and them serial numbers is scratched off, well, I ain't know. No, you have to take responsibility for something in your life, period. As a grown person, you have to take responsibility. And that's what the problem is. Holding people accountable, period. That is what the problem is right there. Nobody wants to 100% hold people accountable. You kicking that girl in that hotel is just icing on the cake to hold Puffy accountable for any and everything that is being said about him. Now you think about that while y'all vote for a president that been convicted.
So like I said, this is a huge break in the case. We will see what happens, but this gag order is going to be major. If the judge gets fed up and puts a gag order, that means nobody, civilly, criminally, anybody that has anything to do with the case, they will not allow to be saying anything unless, and if they do, they will be kicked out and they won't be able to be part of the proceedings. So I actually didn't think about this.
It should be even
to be
for
fair.
both.
With Diddy saying, I meant to say, I didn't mean to think about it in this way, where Diddy saying, hey, I want a gag order, but he is talking. So Cassie's lawyer has a point. It's not fair. If you don't want them to be talking bad about you, you can't be talking bad about Cassie, and you can't be even talking good about yourself. A gag order means that you cannot speak. So if Diddy doesn't want to talk positive about, if Diddy doesn't want people to talk bad about him, he shouldn't be allowed to talk good about him. Does that make sense to you guys? I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy, but it makes sense to me.
No, it makes sense, but at the same time, you shouldn't. I think it should be no gag. It should be no such thing as gag orders. If it was up to me, I'd be like, man, look, this is ridiculous. Everybody needs to talk to get more people talking so we can find out the truth. Because if you gagging people, just like that crazy boy, oh my God, boy, stay. If you're producing, you do good music, do music, because you don't. Courtney is his name, yeah. Since you want to jump out there and everything, Jaguar Wright ate him up. Whenever you don't want to answer a question or you don't know how to answer a question, you say, I'm not gonna speak on that. I'm not allowed to say anything about that. I got a gag order saying I can't speak on that. It should be no such thing as gag orders. It should be no such thing as gag orders. That way we can at least understand what's in your heart. We can at least understand how you feel. Let us choose if it's good or bad. Oh, they leaked the video. No, they didn't leak the video. Well, maybe they did leak the video. Who cares who leaked the video? Should have been a video, Puffy.
Hey, don't talk bad about me. I won't talk good about me. That should be fair. I don't think what Cassie's lawyer is asking is unfair. And you know what? The cries from Diddy's mom and his kids and himself and his lawyers pretty much fall on deaf ears anyways. You know what I mean? So if I think
everybody should
Diddy,
be able to talk. Freedom of speech.
I would accept
it's a constitution
right.
Freedom of
talks
speech
about it. And then you help yourself in the public eye. And then, of course, for potential jurors that might come on to the case. Let me know what you guys think about this below.
But the thing that tripped me out is, okay, let's say you put a gag order. Let's go the gag order route. You put a gag order out there, right? And nobody can talk. Now you got all the people that was close to him. They talking. They ain't been subpoenaed, and everybody forming their own opinions, and because everybody is talking about this. So now the jurors are hearing the he say she say, and they're gonna form their own opinion. Period. Before they even go in there. So is that fair? You know what I'm saying? I don't understand this. So no matter what, they gonna get some type of information and form some type of opinion, and then look at the case and try to be real honest and open. There's no way in the world, man. You got guns, you got 90 terabytes of footage. Have they seen what's on the tapes? I guarantee you that these people that's witnesses in this case is not gonna see not even a quarter of what's on them tapes. But they got to make a decision. It's going to be some rotten stuff on them tapes. Some rotten stuff on them tapes. And it ain't even going to come up in court. I guarantee you that.
𝗗𝗡𝗅𝗡 reveals he's taken over his father's Instagram account to go down memory lane of all the positive things he's done. We just talked about this, where it's like, hey, don't talk about me, but let me talk about me. Here is Diddy's son, 𝗗𝗡𝗅𝗡, giving us an announcement that he's taking over his father's Instagram. To me, this is a horrible decision, but I'll let you judge for yourself.
What's up, y'all? It's 𝗗𝗡𝗅𝗡. Right now, I'm taking over my pop's Instagram.
Horrible decision. All right, sticking on Diddy.
I think the fame, you know what the problem is, man? That fame is poisonous. If you born with a silver spoon in your mouth, in their case, a silver spoon in your behind, there's stories out there, and not footage, but it's stories out there, and people saying that, I don't know if it was that son, one of Diddy's sons got caught with a transgender, some gay stuff. That's all. I'm from the old school, dog. I don't know. Cross-dresser, I'm gay, openly gay, cross, I don't know what you call them people that's, they kind of born with both sex organs. If it's any manly stuff in a bedroom, I'm not into it. That's just me. I'm not saying that it's good or bad. I'm just telling you what's on my heart. But at the same time, there's stories out there, and if you like that person and they got a sex change or whatever, if you like that person, you should be proud to tell the world that you like that person. Do y'all agree? If you like a person, I don't care. It's not, I don't want the whole world to be straight. I don't want the whole world to be gay. I don't want the whole world to, you know what I'm saying? That's not what I'm saying. Only thing I'm saying is, what makes you feel good, you should not want to cover it up. I don't know.
Just to close out Donald.
And then you turn around. Why y'all, this social media thing is so real for them. these kids. Yeah, I'm taking over the Instagram account. Dude, your father's in jail and he's going to stay there, period. If I had something to do with it. Because he did it. He did something. So what I'm trying to say is, one of y'all, I don't know which one it is, because I'm trying to make sure I say everything right. But you just as guilty as he is. But you're not as guilty because your father, in a bad way, trained you to do what you was doing. You didn't know that. You just thought that celebrity's supposed to do this because you was a kid and you was born and trained into this. So shut up. You don't know. You just still wet behind their ears. I don't care if this government says you're a daggone adult. You're a kid and you don't know what you're talking about. Taking over an Instagram account like that's going to help.
What's up, y'all? It's 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦. So right now I'm taking over my pop's Instagram.
Horrible decision. All right, sticking on Diddy just to close out Donald Trump and Diddy. Everybody wants to know, was Diddy eligible to vote? Did he vote? And the answer is yes, he is eligible. And the answer to did he vote is we don't know. Diddy could still vote in the presidential election despite his legal issues. Despite being in jail for disturbing charges, Diddy was legally able to cast a vote in the 2024 election.
That's facts.
Since he has not yet been convicted, he is allowed to vote as an absentee ballot from the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn, where he is in custody. Of course, he would have had to request an absentee ballot ahead of time from the state where he has declared his residency, which is presumed to be California or Florida, as per TMZ. It's unclear if he's actually casted his own vote. What do you guys think? A lot of people are talking about this because it's like, yo, if Trump is in office, well, sorry, not if, when Trump gets in office, if Diddy gets convicted, will Diddy look to him to be like, yo, y'all know they're coming after me like they came after you, Donald. Yo, give me a pardon. People are saying that Donald Trump might give Diddy a pardon. I mean, who knows what's going to happen? He has pardoned Kodak Black. He has pardoned a couple of other, high profile people. I don't personally think he'll pardon him, but we shall see. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Let me know if you think Donald Trump will pardon Diddy. All right,
Speaking of pardons, pardon me,
brings us to question of the day. What other question of the day could we ask you other than how do you feel about the 2024 U.S. presidential election? All right, Mrs. Duvet said, never been so happy, Trump 24. The Anthony_TG said Latinos for Trump and put a bunch of American flags. Duke and Anderson says, my bills still go on. I decided my fate, but I'm going to protect women. I have daughters, mothers, sisters, and aunts. I feel for women. I really do. Having a man in a position to tell you what to do with your bodies is wild.
The thing that tripped me out is I came across a post. We did something on The View, and the Latino lady was on there crying, and they had a Latino guy on there. He was in the car, and he was talking about, I've been out here all day trying to get our Latinos to vote and let them know how important they need to get out and vote. So everybody's talking about, I don't know, the different races and different things need to get out there and vote. But I started seeing a whole lot of Latinos, just like this person just left a message saying, well, I'm Latino and I voted for Trump. I was also shocked that I ran across another video. There was 3 young African-American males. I'll never say African-American. It was 3 young black guys, and they was real cool. And I'm listening to their point, and I'm thinking, I thought all black folks is voting against Trump. I thought they hated Trump because that's what I've been taught in my clique or my area. You follow me? So I stopped to listen. I mean, seriously listen to what these young gentlemen had to say. They spoke very well. They made great points. They sounded like they was very educated. You see what I'm saying? Now, the people that's voting against Trump, they can't get their words together. They can't even get, like me, it's difficult for me to get what's out of my head into a complete sentence sometimes to actually explain to y'all what's on my mind. And I can't believe that they, I said, well, why you hate Trump? Man, shoot, well, you crazy, man? What you talking about? I said, no, I'm just asking you why you hate Trump. I mean, I'm not saying that I like him. I'm just saying, why do you hate? Man, shoot, man, that man, you know what I'm saying, man, shoot, man, and you know, woo, woo, wah, wah, man, the next, you know, woo, woo, wah, wah. What, you feel me? I don't even know if I touched you. I ain't mean to touch you. If I did, my bad. Yeah, man, you know, man, F Trump, man, that man, he's stupid. Well, how is he stupid? You know what I'm saying? They can't even. And that's how that dude Courtney is, man. He can't explain himself. So if you can't explain yourself, shut up. If you cannot explain yourself, shut up or figure out a way to explain yourself to get your point across. I don't understand these people.
People are still feeling about the whole reproductive thing. OK Bass said, I feel happy, relieved that our country will be taken back to greatness. D_champ said, hope the Latinos that voted for him get exactly what they're asking for, massive deportation. People who, okay, I'm not going to talk about those other things that he's talking about. He said, black men who voted for him, I'm not marching or GoFundMe when they attack you. Okay, I don't want to talk about anything negative. Lex said, heartbroken and heavy, yet motivated and determined. Still black, still strong, still elite. Lisa Bell said, my 16-year-old girl woke up for school this morning, so hurt. She and her friends were hopeful for a woman president, and that really didn't happen. Luna224 said, as a woman, I'm heartbroken. Somebody else said they're sad and disappointed. Somebody said, I'm physically sick, not even a joke. Yesterday was a scary day for me. Another person said, welcome to the 47th annual Hunger Games. Yeah, that was funny. Somebody said, I'm angry, sad, disappointed. Somebody said, goodbye, Department of Education and public school funding. The true winner is God. Okay. I'm witnessing at the beginning of what will be the biggest mistake in our country's history. Somebody else said, I
done heard that before I was even eligible to vote. I remember, I don't know who was running. And I remember my mother and father, I was like, I'm wise now. I think I'm about 13, 14, 15 maybe. But I know I wasn't driving. And whoever we was voting for, because I'm down with my family, right? Whoever we voting for lost. And the country, we don't know what's going to happen now. So-and-so is taking over. And I was afraid. I remember this. I was like, oh my God, our life is over with. What are we going to do? This is the president. He's going to come get us, because I'm a kid. I don't know what's going on. I remember hearing these type of things, man. Oh, man, the country is going to be. And I'm like, well, Dad, we can fight. You know, this is all I'm thinking, right? So people have been saying that for years, man. They said that when Trump first got in office.
Love it. I'm so happy because all these, okay, no, that's a little bit of hatred. I just don't want to promote any hatred. I don't mind saying each side, but when it gets like dark, I'm not going to be repeating that. Somebody said, go Trump. Yes, we finally did it. We're Trump winners. Again, like it is normally on here. Somebody else said, yo, we're cooked. We have Houston, we have a problem. Another person said, welcome to the 1960s. Disappointed, but not surprised. Like I assumed, split down the middle. Trump and Harris. Sound off below. Let me know what you guys think about the election. Were you going for Trump? Were you going for Harris? More importantly, what I want to know is, what does this mean going forward? Are we going to unite? Or is the country going to stay divided and it's all just going to be a shambles? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Send me emails at trentoutloud@cfqr600.com. All right, this brings us to sports news. Ladies and gentlemen, we are 10 days away from Jake Paul and Mike Tyson.
10 days?
I wanted to remind you guys, now that everybody is done with the election, the next battle up is Jake Paul and Mike Tyson. I've been talking about this all year. I remember it was supposed to happen in July, but then Mike Tyson got sick. It's back on. They're back promoting it. I'm super excited. Going to be on Netflix November the 15th. I still want to go to it. Maybe see if QR600 could hook me up with some tickets. Hook me up, y'all. But I'm really excited for this fight. So I just wanted to remind you guys that the next big battle is on Jake Paul, Mike Tyson. Let me know in the comment section below or send me an email who you think is going to win. Whose side are you on? I am team Mike Tyson. I think that he's going to knock out Jake Paul because Mike Tyson is just fully crazy. All right, that is my Thursday show. Thank you so much for kicking it with me. Make sure you tune in for Friday's show so we could wrap up the week and get you on to your weekend. Before I let you go, I just want to remind you of all the ways to keep up to date with the Trend Out Loud podcast. If you're used to watching the show on a YouTube or podcast platforms, please try to check me out Monday through Friday from 11 to 12 on CFQR6.
Let me say one little thing about the Mike Tyson. Go Mike, go Mike. Hey, this dude, Jake Paul is his name? Is it Jake Paul or just Paul? Yeah, Jake Paul. He must be a heck of a fighter, man. He must be I don't know how well he can box or whatever the case may be. He's a heck of a promoter and a heck of a YouTuber. See, I try not to take nothing away from nobody. And you got some kahunas, baby. You got yourself some nice kahunas to go against Mike Tyson. I don't care how good I can fight. I don't want to box Mike. I don't care how old he is. But I'm sorry, y'all. I don't know. I've been working in the backyard. I don't know what the problem is. But anyway, the reason why I stay biased because, I stay purple. You have to be a person to be able to adjust. It's the word I'm looking for. What if this happens? What if this don't happen? You was expecting this to happen and it don't happen. You have to be able to adjust your life for any situation. And that's how you know if you're a real man. If I was to, I don't know, lose my job, could I adjust? A lot of times people will, I'm like, dude, nothing happened. Only thing I know is everybody who kept pushing me to vote, mad at me. They mad at me because, our ancestors died so we can vote. Well, that's not 100% true. They died fighting for us to be able to have the choice to vote. At first, we never had a choice. It was a straight no. So now we have a choice to vote. And I choose not to vote. I got a slew of reasons why I don't. Especially when you got so many people not even clearly understanding what's going on and they just in there click up, click up, click up, click up. Well, that's even on both sides. So we need to take all them votes away because they don't even know what they're clicking on. And voting for a person because of the color of their skin is definitely not the way to go. Because black, white, Chinese, I don't care what color you are, you got good people and bad people. So that's not the way to go. But a lot of people go that way. You know what I'm saying? So don't be mad at me, man, because I don't care who's president. When Obama was president, I ain't feel no change. Then Trump's jumped in. Oh, Lord, here we go. We gonna dig holes the neighborhood. I still didn't feel a change. When Joe Biden got in, because we supposed to be Democrat, I'm supposed to be Democrat. Everybody pushing me to be Democrat, right? You got to vote. All the Democrat people, right? But when Biden got in, I lost my job. So y'all wanted me to vote for this man who I lost my job. He took all the contracts away. Yeah, he took all the contracts away, so I lost my job. So I still don't understand. So I just want to put my opinion out there and everything, man. And the last thing I'm gonna say is there's been so many people who said to me, well, since you don't vote, you can't complain. And I looked at him and said, well, actually, I don't complain. I never complained. I don't complain about taxes going up or down. I don't complain about anything that I'm just hoping that they have a good reason for doing what it is they doing. Whether you like it or not, I'm just praying that they got a good reason to do what they did. I don't understand why they did it. I don't understand how somebody can be convicted of a crime and become president. I don't understand how that happens. Look here. Y'all take it at the end, man. At the end, say, I'm an ender. Let me know if you made it to the end. I'm going to get on up out of here. Y'all take it light, take it slow. Tell her Uncle Mike told you so. Peace out.